Morning. So we're in amongst the trees again. We had a big storm last night. Everything's all fresh and green and moist. It smells divine. And we are, Yanni's poking faces at me. He's going to get in his hammock again. Assume the position. That's hilarious. He loves this new hammock. It's become his best friend. I think he loves it more than me. No, I'm only joking. Good morning, Miss Helena. How are you? So, are we ready? Tomorrow's the big day. We've got to prepare for tomorrow, for this Arcturian thing, which will be very interesting. I'm a little excited and a little nervous about it because I actually don't know what we're going to do. I just get the instructions on the day as we're going along, so I'll just trust them, and whatever it is that they tell me to do, I will do, or we will do, actually, because it's a collective. So here we are, still in Croatia. We're going to have big storms over the next few days, so we'll probably be back inside again. But for now, it's peaceful, and the sun's out, and it's not too cold, so that's very good. So a little bit about the Arcturians. I don't think we'll be just working with the Arcturians tomorrow. I think it's a collective, but the Arcturians are specifically for this. So I understand that they're working with all the beings that we work with, and they will be assisting us. Now, I don't think that we're going to change the world by doing this, but I do feel perhaps we can alter the state of our community, particularly when there's a number of you in the same country, all focusing on the same thing at the same time. I think we can do something really positive for our communities. And of course, we'll focus on the planet as a whole because that's what they've asked us to do. But it'll be interesting to see what happens afterwards. It's basically we're going to attune all of our electronics, and what they showed me was the electronics not only in your home like we harmonized before, but they're talking about every electronic. And this could be really interesting to tune into how many electronics are around you, the cars, the lamp posts, all the businesses around you, the schools, the hospitals. Everything has electronics. Everything is run with electronics. The petrol station, everything. And so what they said to me was that that you know they can place a frequency in these electronics that's harmful, a frequency that can disturb people, make people feel agitated, make them feel confused. And they said, well, you know, you don't have to hold that energy in your electronics. You can put something else in there, and because at the moment we're using crystals or silicon chips to give information to those electronics and to run those electronics, then we should be able to put an energy signature in them just as it was placed in them in the beginning. So I feel this is something completely new, completely different that we're going to do, and let's just see how it goes. I mean, they're trusting us to do this, so I figure it must have an impact, and it'll be very interesting. And you know, years ago they kind of, well, it was the Pleiades that first started communicating with me, and they said that you know, throughout the universe they fly their craft through with the speed of thought through soulmates actually coming together. So the female generates the energy and the male directs the energy. That's why I feel there's been a lot of damage done between men and women and their relationships. Um, and so when we actually work in harmony together and understand our roles, instead of, and I don't mean that in an old-fashioned way, it's just if you understand your energy as a woman or you understand your primary energy as a man, then you can come together and actually create amazing things incredible things, but most of the time we've got women trying to be men, men trying to be women, crossing the lines all over the place because they want equal rights. And yes, we should have equal rights, but not in the way that it's being presented to us. The equal rights is equal rights as a human being, to be heard, to be part of a community, to have an impact in that community. Because what we have at the moment is communities that have been created and dominated mostly by men. No disrespect to the guys, because you probably haven't contributed to it. But I'm just saying that's the truth of what's gone on. And if we had more real feminine energy, I'm not talking about these women that are like men, but if we had real feminine energy in impacting those systems, then perhaps there would be more peace. Perhaps there would be more equilibrium in the communities, and perhaps we would already have this free energy because women would want to share everything with everyone. Yeah, men like to monetize and be competitive, and women like to share. So that's the difference. Anyway, I won't go on about it, but I just thought I'd share that with you. That's what they spoke to me about many, many years ago. And when they explained how they flew their craft, how they created energy, drawing it from the universe, it's a little bit like what we've started to do up here. And I have a feeling, because I don't ask questions. Like I'm not the sort of person that's constantly asking questions. Why did you want me to do this? What's coming next? I'm in the moment, so I don't ask what's coming next. I only get told occasionally, Susan, you need to do this, or Susan, da da da, or they warn me or something. But most of the time I'm in the moment, I'm not asking questions. So it's not that I'm not curious, it's just that I've learned. It's easier if I don't, because then I get in my mind and I try to control it and it doesn't work out the way that I want it to, when spirit has a different, way of doing it. It's a bit like Yanni and I. We both have different ways of doing things. We get to the same result and conclusion, but we just got different roads in which we take it. And that was a bit of a battle for us when we first got married, because we both wanted the same goal, but we both had different ways, and we had to learn to respect each other's way of getting there. So it's still sometimes a challenge, but we always come to the same conclusion in the end. Anyway, what I wanted to say was that these I think what's happening with these meditations is, like I said, I don't ask questions. I don't move forward in time too much, but I think what they've been doing is actually preparing us to activate something in ourselves that hasn't been activated for a very long time. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited about the fact that we're all doing this together. And so there's a group of us creating this new frequency within ourselves. And as we walk down the street, when we get stronger, as we walk down the street, our light's going to speak to other people's light without words. So I'm very excited about tomorrow, and I'm excited about what's happening with people. When I asked for testimonials, I asked for people to tell me what's happening with them, but I actually got a lot of people telling me what they felt they were inputting into the group, which is beautiful and lovely that they have that insight. But what I actually wanted was for people to let me know what's happening to them. Like, are they getting more clarity? Are they feeling more peace? Are they finding their gifts are, growing and expanding? Are they finding new things about themselves? Are they finding they're handling communication situations a lot more with ease? This sort of thing was what I was looking for. But anyway, let's get on with our meditation, because we're fired up this morning. I am anyway. I've been having amazing things while I've been outside with the divas and the Arcturians and everything, and we've been out at night a couple of times here, and we haven't seen any UFOs, which is really unusual for us, because normally we'll go out and we'll see them probably within 10 minutes. They'll start sparking, but we haven't actually seen any. I just wanted to. I had this memory this morning. It was a New Year's Eve, and I was with a friend, and we'd gone to. She's a very well-known designer in Australia, and we had gone to her friend's holiday home on the coast, which was like a total mansion. And it was midnight. We decided to go for a walk, and Gallum was with us. I think Gallum was about 8 years old. And we went for a walk, and we thought, we'll just stand here and we'll do a meditation into the new year. And we just silently said a prayer together, held hands, because Gallum was young, you know. And when we opened our eyes and we looked up, there was two big, massive, like orangey pink orbs above our heads. And my friend had never seen a sort of an orb or a UFO before, and she was like, "Oh my God!" And Gallum was like, "Yeah," like this, and I was like, "Yeah, it's cool. They're with us." I can't remember what we did a prayer on, but it must have been good. And I just had that full memory this morning of doing that, and it was a long time ago because Gallon's now 28, so 20 years ago. Interesting. Okay, so we know we're doing the mudras, we're doing our breath work, we're doing all of that. So let's go. And we start our breathing. Breathing in, hold and squeeze. And release. And again. Breathing in, hold and squeeze. And release. And again. Breathing in, hold and relax. And release. Closing your eyes. Breathing in and out through the nose. Concentrating on your breath as it enters and leaves your nose. The sound of the breath, the feeling of the breath as it enters and leaves the nose. And in your mind, you can use the mantra So on the in-breath, hum on the out-breath. So hum. Good. Now on the in-breath, taking your breath, your awareness into your brain, your third eye, your pineal gland, and connect with the water inside the pineal gland. And as you breathe out, creating a ripple of light on the water that splashes out into your brain and meets the water surrounding your brain, the fluid surrounding your brain. So as you breathe in, you're connecting with the water in the pineal gland, and as you breathe out, you're sending a wave of light through your whole brain and into the water surrounding the brain. So you're connecting universal mind with human mind, with hive mind. Good. And now on the out breath, extending that vibration out into the room. So breathing in, connect with the water, and as you breathe out, sending that beautiful vibration, that ripple of light out into the room. And if you choose, you can breathe in a word and exhale the word, as if you're placing that word, connecting with it from the universal mind and truth, and then spreading that out and amplifying that energy signature in your mind, your hive mind, and in the collective consciousness of all. So breathing in and out, thinking of the word as you direct your energy. Good. And now in your mind's eye, in your imagination, I'd like you to imagine a small lift, and a small, beautiful version of you enters the lift. And utilizing your breath, you're going to send the lift down to your heart chakra. Breathing in, connect. Breathing out, send it down through your head. Breathing in, connect, and down into your throat now. Breathing in, connect, and down into your heart chakra. And the lift door opens, and that small version of you walks down the corridor into the space of your physical heart. And I'd like you to take your breath, your eyes, your intention, your awareness down to your heart. And see that small version of you in the center of your heart. And the heart is beating. And as it's beating, it's creating a pulse, a rhythm. So as you breathe in, you fill your heart with light. And as you breathe out, you send out a ripple of love into the room, connecting with your heart, breathing in and out, that love into the room. Good, and now you're going to move that vortex of heart-based love over to your heart chakra using your breath. Breathing into the heart, and as you breathe out, shifting it across to your heart chakra. And taking some breaths at the heart chakra and allowing that beautiful vortex to stabilize. And now, using your intention and your breath, you're going to activate your 0 point vortex. Breathing into the heart, breathing out, sending that energy out like a Fibonacci spiral, moving anti-clockwise. And that anti-clockwise movement coming out of your heart chakra, spinning around and around, creates a vortex. It's almost like being in the center of a hurricane. And that vortex may be 1 meter from your body, 2 meters from your body. It's entirely up to you. And as your vortex spins around and around, it gets stronger and stronger, and it begins to grow. It moves down to your feet and up above your head. And this vortex is moving very fast now in an anti-clockwise motion, spinning around and around. And every breath you take activates your vortex and empowers it. And I'd like you to think of that word as you breathe in and out and empower your vortex with that word. Good. And now taking the energy from your heart down into the grids of the earth. So breathing into the heart, and as you breathe out, sending the heart energy down to your hips. Breathing into your hips, and as you breathe out, sending that energy down to your feet. Breathing into your feet, and as you breathe out, sending that energy down into the crystalline grids of Mother Earth. Now taking your breath, your awareness, your eyes, your intention down to your feet, and imagine that you're breathing in and out through the soles of your feet now. And as you breathe in and out through the soles of your feet, you're connecting with Mother Earth. As she breathes in, you breathe in and draw her into you. As she breathes out, you breathe out and share your light with her through your feet. Breathing in and out and creating a beautiful rhythm, a rhythm of connection, of love and light. Good. And as you continue to breathe in through your feet are like magnets, filling the world's crystalline grids with love and light. We call in the prime creators of Mother Earth, the Devas, the fairies, the pixies, the gnomes, the Tutididanans, the leprechauns, the little ones, the elementals of earth, fire, air, water and ether. And we ask to be utilized as vehicles to assist you this day in creating the new earth. And just spend a moment connecting with these little ones. Good. And now taking your awareness, your eyes and your breath up to your crown chakra, breathing into the crown chakra, and as you breathe out, activating it. For women, it's going to spin anti-clockwise, and for men, it will spin clockwise. Breathing in and out. The crown chakra is your connection to the universe. And as you activate it even more strongly than it normally is, you create a pathway to home. And home is represented by a golden light out in the universe that may look like a vortex, a ball, a lake. It may be associated with a planet or an interdimensional reality. However, it's home for you. And that beautiful golden ball of light is drawing you home. So using your breath, you're going to send a ball of your own energy signature out into the room. Breathing in, connect with your crown chakra. And as you breathe out, sending that ball of light up into the room. And now using your breath and your intention, sending that ball of light up outside the room that you're in, through the roof of the building, up past the trees now, into the sky, through the clouds, up into the outer atmosphere of Earth. It's moving very, very fast. And it pops out into the universe, and as it does so, you spend a moment to connect with the universe. Vast, unlimited, powerful. You become aware of its constant movement. Planets orbiting around suns, moons, galaxies, creating energy, creating friction. And that energy is constantly moving through the universe. And as you rest within the universe, you're receiving that energy, that vital life force. Good. Now the golden light of home is calling you, leading you, guiding you, as you allow yourself to be drawn into it. Breathing in and out with the golden light, becoming aware of the atmosphere around you, whether you're on a planet or an interdimensional reality. And as you do so, your sacred circle gathers around you. Your spiritual ancestors, your guides, and those that love you gather around you. All the councils you're connected to that are willing and ready to work with you gather around you. The white and the blue council, the brown and the green council, the red and the purple councils, the Palladian emissaries of light, the Melchizedek Brotherhood of Light, the Arcturians, the intergalactic Council of Light that represents all nations, the cosmic police that guard and protect the universe, gather around you now. The ancient ones, the lords of karma, the timekeepers, the angelic realms from cherubim to seraphim, and all those that you're most close to, gather around you in sacred circle in honor of what we're all co-creating today. So you're going to have 1 minute to communicate, to get to know, to connect, and the time starts now. Good, and understanding that you are the ambassador of light, the ambassador of all nations. And it's through you that golden light will be brought to earth to imprint its knowledge, its abilities, within the grids and the collective consciousness of Mother Earth. So breathing in, connecting once again with the golden light, and as you breathe out, drawing it down into the universe with you. Breathing in and drawing it down through the universe and into the Earth's atmosphere. Down into the sky, past the clouds, past any trees, into the roof of the building, and you begin to feel the pressure on the top of your head. And as that golden light passes through your body, into your feet and into the earth, it's gifting you with its knowledge, waiting to be activated for when you're ready. And now you are unity consciousness, Mother Earth, Father Sky, and you, meeting at the heart, the neutral chakra, of both male and female coming together, electromagnetic force. And as you breathe into your heart, connecting these forces, this unity consciousness comes alive. And the 5D grids activate and open up before you, utilizing all of your senses, all of your abilities, all of your knowledge, all of your creativity. You're going to enter into this 5D world and bring it into manifest by placing your awareness there, feeling it, touching it, seeing it, witnessing it. And you'll have 3 minutes, and the time starts now. Good, and holding that image, that feeling, that sensation around you. Breathing into your heart and remembering the word that you used, and just gently breathing that in and out of your heart. Now taking your awareness, your breath, down to your feet to ground your 5D reality into matter, into one-dimensional reality in a way. And again, breathing that word through your feet, grounding it into the earth. And when you're ready, you can wiggle your toes and your fingers, flutter your eyelids, and very, very gently come back into the room. It's wonderful, thank you. We had a bit of ruckus in the middle of all of that. We had a delivery and there's only a dirt road to get here. So it was pretty noisy. The truck, poor Yanni had to go down. I was going like this, so keep the noise down. And he had to run down to the gate and collect some furniture and then leave it at the gate. So now we're going to have to go pick it up from there and carry it down to the house. So thank you very much. I'm sorry about the noise if it disturbed you at all. I'm sure that Yanni did his best. But I was thinking about it at the end and I thought, well, that's interesting. We don't normally get traffic here. So today the birds were quite good. They weren't so excited. They were more respectful and peaceful. And then we get a big truck and a couple of cars go past, which is highly unusual. So we had deliveries. So I see that as a sign of something being delivered today to everyone. I'm hoping it was okay and didn't disturb you too much. I'm looking forward to tomorrow to doing something about this technology. And I'm hoping that your dreams are filled with love tonight. Thank you so much for co-creating with us. And I'll see you same time, same channel tomorrow. God bless you all. Bye.